Hey, are you out looking at houses right now? You gotta watch today's video. We're gonna talk about 5 things to focus on when you're looking at houses before making any offers. That is coming up next. Welcome everybody. My name is Matt Allen. I'm with the Allen Real Estate team here in Orlando, Florida. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. If you do get a chance, we are growing our station and would love you to join in. So if you get a chance, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, you know what to do. In today's video, we are going to talk about all the things you need to do prior to making an offer. So this is from the very beginning, when you're just out looking at houses for the first time, whether it's here in Orlando or really anywhere this is going to apply to. Things to look for when you're out at the house, and not just the new paint, the way they've staged the house and how pretty it looks. Those are important to the eye, but they're not the most important things. Today's video, we're going to talk about 5 things to put your eye to, look at pretty carefully before making any offers on the houses. Without further delay, let's start with number 1. And number 1 happens when you pull up to the house. It's a visual inspection of the exterior of the home, checking out the paint, checking out things like cracking. Now, stair stepping is a type of crack that occurs naturally here in Florida. We build on sand, so it's pretty common. What we're looking for are significant cracks, wide cracks, things that maybe leaking water in, or something that just doesn't look right. Does the foundation have cracks all over it? So we're looking for anything that is kind of unusual, and your real estate agent really should be able to point those things out as well. So number 1 on my list is look at cracks outside of the house. Along with that, you're going to do the same on the inside, and I'm not going to count that as number 2, but you want to make sure there's no significant cracking up towards the ceiling and any of the walls and whatnot. So number 2 on my list has to do with taking a look at the air conditioning system. This is going to tell you several things. First and foremost, look at it. Does it look new? Does it look really old? Does it look dirty? If you go into the handler, which is typically in the garage, is there black mold all over the handler? That's going to tell you 2 things. One, pretty much tells you how old the system is. It also tells you what the homeowner feels about taking care of things with their house. So that's extremely important. A lot of times I'll try to check the compressor outside to see if I can get an age of it. Not every compressor has that age, but if you take a picture of the serial number, you can go online and find out what the age of that particular unit is. So the air conditioner is something you really need to focus in on when you're looking at a house. Number 3 on my list is to look down. Why do we look down? For several reasons. You're looking at the carpet. You're looking at the wood floors. Are there wear and tear? Are there stains? How does it look visually? Is there a tile on the floor that is wavy? The other things you're looking at are baseboards. Baseboards actually can tell you a lot about a house. Is there staining on the baseboards? That could indicate something's coming through the slab or somewhere in the wall. A lot of times it's irrigation. Are they scratched up? Do they have a lot of bite marks on it? That would indicate that there's a pet in the house, and what other damage might be occurring because of that pet. So looking down during your inspection of a house, or your visit to a house, I should say, is extremely important. That's number 3. Number 4, you can do right alongside that, is look at the appliances in the kitchen. And when I say look at them, I mean open them up and look inside of them. Are they clean? That's always a good indication of how a homeowner takes care of their house. Is their oven clean? Is their dishwasher full of dishes? If it's an empty house, obviously, this will not apply, but hopefully it is clean. It smells good. If there's some foul odors coming out of your dishwasher, that could be a sign of trouble. So you want to just do a visualization of both the outside, push a few buttons, make sure everything works. A lot of this is being done in the home inspection, but it can save you a lot of time if you're doing it while you're looking at the house. So when you're going into a house, you're not just looking at how nice the paint is and whatnot. You're actually performing a little mini inspection on the house. So keep that in mind. Are you still with me on this? Number 5 is going to be a general yard inspection. So you're looking at the lawn. Make sure the lawn is nice and green if it's summertime. In the fall, obviously, it's harder to tell. You want to see if there's an irrigation system on the house and is it turned on. Look for irrigation heads around the house. You don't have to turn the system on, but just make sure it looks like it's working properly. The timers are where they need to be and whatnot. And the biggest indication is the yard look alive and thriving? That's the biggest thing. Also look at trees to see how close they are. Have they been pruned? Again, all signs of how a homeowner is taking care of the house. And that is extremely important once you get to the point of actually purchasing the house. You know that somebody has taken very good care of the house. So that's number 5 on my list. I do have one bonus, which have to do with pools. If you're looking at homes with a pool, there are some key things to look at with the pool. First and foremost is going to be the surface of the pool. There's something called pitting that occurs with pools and with age, and it has to do with kind of darker spots that are along the bottoms of the pools, along the sides, and it looks like some of the finish is kind of worn away in those particular areas. Something to keep an eye on. The more of that pitting that's going on, the older the surface is, and the more likely it's going to need to be replaced fairly soon. So keep an eye on that. The other thing you want to look at is the tiles that typically run across the top of a pool. Are they popping? Are they missing tiles? The big indication though is how old do those tiles look? Is the patterns kind of an older, outdated style? That gives you an indication of how old the pool surface is, because most times when they replace the pool surface, they're going to replace those tiles as well. Next, you want to look at the pool equipment. Make sure it's running correctly. It looks new, or looks newer anyway. Is it making buzzing noises, or is it not even on or not turned on? These are all indications of what might be going on with the pool. So that's your bonus. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about other things that I as an agent look for when I'm inspecting a house, drop them down below. Thanks again, you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.